Hey guys, this topic I'm about to talk about needs to have a preface beforehand. I am always blessed. I am blessed daily with beautiful comments and gratitude and love coming my way for the work that's being done. And the thing that is always most important to me is that the message gets out there and the teachings are heard, and specifically that people hear the truth. I don't say anything on here that I don't believe. I am only selling my truth, and I say that in a very specific way, selling my truth. Right. The reason I say that is because I recently had someone who decided that they should spam several of my videos with huge judgments on the fact that I sell anything, and I wanted to do this video because, and before we get into this video, I want you guys to know, when someone comes to me like this, it annoys me, but it doesn't hurt me. I look at them and I'm like they're lost in their fears. They're peddling fear-based judgments. They've put themselves in an authority position where they have the power to judge, and judge not lest you shall be judged doesn't mean anything to them. But when I look at some of these comments, I realize they're trying to live in an esoteric non-reality. They're trying to say that if you live in this physical world, you don't need to make a living, and that's just not true. But when I look at these messages, and here's an example of the messages. I judge you for selling Jesus' teachings. You are a Judas. She says, you're a false prophet because if Jesus would not like you selling his teachings. And I get that kind of stuff all the time. Before I address the concept of selling the teachings, I just want to say this. All of the teachings are on the channel for free, and I leave myself open to answering any question that comes in. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I either put a heart on or respond to every comment on the channel. And when I put that heart on there, it's because I've just read it to make sure I believe that I like it. So I've read every comment on every channel. Now let me just say this. You guys know I put up a video a day, right? I do a live stream on Sundays, most Sundays, right? I'm working diligently on this healing workshop that's coming up. My recordings for my meditations, all those things. All of those things take a lot of time. I mean, this channel takes me 10 to 12 hours a day sometimes, 7 days a week to do. But it's a passion of mine. But the interesting thing is, I am a single father who has his son 4 days of every week. And, I've got to keep a roof over my head, food on my table, and my son in school, and clothes on his back as well. So, I also have to make a living in this world as well. And when I left my corporate speaking, and my corporate speaking stuff is still up, mainly because I still have one more contract I need to fulfill in May. And when that contract is up, I'm closing down everything. But I have to keep it all up for the client to be able to come back to and see until that time. But I gave up that entire career otherwise. And to do that means I need to replace some income so I have a place so I can keep a roof over my head and so on and so forth. Right? This person, when I asked her, I said, do you make money? And I asked them, do you put, food on your table and clothes on your back? And why are you judging me for doing the same? I basically said to them, the teachings are here for free. They're right here on this channel. And I am an open source for questions and answers right here on this channel. The only thing I sell are products and services that have to do with my time, not Jeshua's teachings, my time, right? And I find it fascinating. Here's the other response I gave to her. Was Jesus wrong for accepting the gifts and staying with Lazarus, the wealthy man? Was Jesus wrong and the disciples wrong for accepting Joseph of Arimathea's generosities? Were they wrong for that? Were they wrong for accepting gifts and donations to further the work? It's very interesting because Joshua and the disciples did use money, and they did receive money, and they did go through that process of money. Money is not the evil thing. It's the love of money that is the root of many evils. And that's a very specific thing, root of many evils. Money itself is not evil. It's the love of money. It's the focusing on money instead of your fellow man that is the root of many evils. People have often said that money is the root of all evil, and they misinterpret that quote. But the interesting thing about that is they then have this belief that money is bad. And if you believe money is bad, I can pretty much guarantee you that you're broke. That's a lack mentality, right? You're allowed to have money. It's just a matter of what are you doing with that money? What are you doing with the energy that comes through your life? For me, the money that comes into my life from the things that I sell and the super chats that I've received and all that stuff, that puts a roof over my head, that puts food on my table, that puts clothes on my back, and it takes care of my son. Joshua would have done the same exact thing, right? Would have done the same exact thing. He would have done exactly what I'm doing. He would have put the teachings out there on YouTube for free. He would have answered every question that he could possibly answer, and then he would have sold things to make a living, or surrounded him with people who were selling things or collecting donations to keep them sustained. It's not wrong to make money. And I see this all the time. I had a lady come to me in one of the sessions who was struggling. And I was talking to her, why are you struggling? She says, I'm very well off. And she was feeling guilt about it being very well off, very wealthy. And I had to explain to her, money's not evil. It's the love of money that's the root, that is the evil. You need to look at money as a very different thing. But I'd like to, on a personal level, I'd like to end this video with this. The teachings are all on the YouTube channel. All of them are there. I'm not selling a thing on there. You can have them for free. I will answer any question I can. And if I've already answered, I'll tell you. There's a video on the channel somewhere. Find it. But I'm not going to hunt down every video because we have over 100, over 160 of them in the past 2 months, 2.5 months. But it's all there, and if something's confusing, ask me, and I will gladly answer if I can. If I can't, I'll tell you that too. I'll tell you right up front. Sorry, I don't have a memory of that. But it's not about money being bad. It's about, are you doing something for your fellow man and woman and genderless, person, right? whatever. Are you doing something loving for others? Are you loving one another? And that's the key. And I feel 100% sure that is my intent, that is my intention, and that is what I am doing. And I am very confident in that. And if you are on here and you do doubt my sincerity, I respect your belief, and you are obviously not hearing truth here. So if that is the case, please don't stay in anger and hate and stay here and fight against me. Go be loving somewhere else. Because if it doesn't feel right to you here and it makes you feel mad or hateful, I don't want that for you. I want you to go out there and find something that makes you feel loving, makes you feel caring, makes you feel like you want to love one another instead of judge another. And that's my thought on that today. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.